Aliens make several appearances in GTA 5, and this is one of them in a courtyard in downtown Los Santos. It's the setting of one of the Strangers and Freaks missions for Michael. It's here in this plaza with the cubes on their ends and the shallow pond. If you haven't done the mission yet, you'll see this guy there, and upon approaching him, he'll launch into a dialogue with Michael. He's, as you can probably tell, asking for the legalization of marijuana, and he ends up handing that cigarette to Michael, who smokes it. And that's really where this mission goes. Once you've done that, it loads into this combat dream. I don't know how you'd really describe it. I guess a bad trip. At any rate, you're given a minigun with unlimited ammunition, and you need to use it, because if you don't fight back against these creatures, they will vaporize you, as you see here. So that's what happens if you don't fight back. Now next, I'm going to show you a clip of what happens if you do fight back up to a certain point. And I'm going to speed things along here in just a second. The pattern of these enemies is pretty straightforward. They just run at you. They start off from coming in that direction, but in the end they start beaming in from all sides. They also beam in from high elevation, as you see there, on top of the columns and the walkway up there. But if you do this long enough, you'll get to a certain point, and as far as I can tell, this happens every single time, where you're prompted to avoid being abducted. Well, if you're curious to see what happens if you don't avoid the abduction, here you have it. Just stand still, they'll beam you up, and it doesn't really show everything that happens, but after a certain point, Michael's falling down from the sky, and as you can probably tell, this does not end well. If you haven't gathered this already, these aliens are not friendly. So, third and final cut of this video, I'm going to show you a quick excerpt of the fight again. You've seen most of the fight already, so there's no need to sit through the whole thing. Suffice it to say, it's easy to gun down the remaining aliens, and when you've done that, you come out of your trip, and you come at the tail end of a conversation that you clearly missed with this advocate for the legalization of marijuana. So I'll leave you to it here. Thanks for watching. If you haven't tried this mission, it's a lot of fun, so give it a shot.
What are you talking about? We discussed globalization, the state.
Stay the fuck away from me.
But it's a good cause.